And it is a tradition that each year a Nobel Peace Prize laureate awards the International Children's Peace Prize. Because the International Peace Prize was launched by KidsRights during the World Summit of the Nobel Peace Prize laureates in 2005 in Rome. And that connection between the International Children's Peace Prize and the Nobel Peace Prize, and the connection of the adult laureates and the young people advocate for change laureates is powerful. And so today, our Nobel Peace Prize laureate, Tawakkol Karman.
Tawakkol was the first Arab and the second Muslim woman to win a Nobel Prize, and at the age of 32, the youngest Nobel Peace Laureate ever. The three laureates, all women and all mothers, are united by their non-violent struggle for women's rights and their protests against injustice and dictatorship. The prize was awarded in the hope that it will help to bring an end to the suppression of women that still occurs in many countries. When given equal opportunities, they can realize their great potential for democracy and lasting peace in the world.
I have a special introduction.
I don't know if
Ladies and gentlemen, I have been told I need to give an additional special introduction because this is such a powerful and important and caregiving person that you are worthy of this. So please, we are going to announce the winner of this year's International Children's Peace Prize to read the jury report for 2024. I do want you to please note and commemorate and honor that she is also a member of the KidsRights Expert Committee and has been a part of this unanimous decision.
Yes.
And so we are so delighted, once again, Tawakkol Karman. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Hello, everybody. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon all of you. I'm so happy to be here with you. I'm so honored that I am member of the expert committee of the International Children Peace Prize. So really, really, I am so honored, and I'm so honored that I choose some of you. So we have to have a lot of chat after this ceremony. So I will start with the announcement, then I will end with a few remarks from me. So the expert committee congratulates the finalists of the International Children's Peace Prize 2024. Sarah Shelke from USA. Yes, Sarah. Adhi Daiv from India. And Nila Ibrahimi from Afghanistan, for their tireless and timely efforts to advance the rights of children. Those three kids are remarkable, and we are waiting a lot from three of you. So no matter who is the winner, all of you are the winners, and all of you are the real leaders of the current and tomorrow. It is not just tomorrow, you are the leaders of the current. So, after thoughtful consideration and discussion, are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, I can sit. Okay. After thoughtful consideration and discussion, the expert committee has decided to award the International Children's Peace Prize 2024 to Nila Ibrahimi from Afghanistan. Woo! Stand up. big applause also to our other winners, which is Sarah and Adhi. But the first is Nila. So thank you. You can have this to sit again. Nila. Nila has been a fearless advocate for the rights of girls and women facing discrimination. She defied the ban on school girls from singing by starting the singing movement in Afghanistan with her powerful protest song and her beautiful voice. Facing the government to repeal the discriminatory ban within 3 weeks. The expert committee, which is I am a member of, the expert committee appreciates Nila's courage as she stood tall against all odds, even after the Taliban came to power. Despite being forced to flee from Afghanistan, Nila didn't give up her fight. Nila didn't give up her fight. And Nila didn't lose hope. Through her advocacy, efforts, and her initiatives, her story, Nila became the face and voice of all Afghan girls and women whose education and participation rights are being violated. Nila's fight is even more important now as the new discriminatory laws in Afghanistan ban girls and women from speaking, singing, and hearing in public. For her remarkable initiatives and fearless advocacy efforts to fight for the rights of millions of girls on behalf of the expert committee, I congratulate you, Nila Ibrahimi, for winning the International Children's Peace Prize 2024. So, yes, I'm so proud of you, Nila, and I'm proud of every girl around the world. Fight, sacrifice, struggle for her dream, for education, for healthcare, for environment, for justice, for peace, for equality, for rule of law. And we have a lot of models around the world. And we, as expert committee, had a very, very, very strong stories. All of them deserve to be the winners. All of them. So big applause to all the kids around the world who are really making the change. Really making the change. And always they ask me, there is a lot of chaos in the world, and why are you so optimistic in the future? Because I know those young people who were children before, and still some of you. And those children, they are the one who will lead the future. All these children around the world, they really, really carry the responsibility. They care about the responsibility and, care about the future of their societies and the world. And Nila, we had a lot of nominees from Afghanistan, a lot of nominees. And they are really, really brave, really brave. Some of them are boys, most of them are girls. And really, when we were discussing, the names, there was some concerns about their situation in Afghanistan. They are in Afghanistan. So we were really concerned about them. So now you represent them, those courageous, those brave girls and boys in Afghanistan who fight for justice, for equality, for freedom, for education, for healthcare, for development, and for love. So keep going in this method and don't give up. Don't give up. You represent them, and you, all of you, Sarah, Adhi, hello Adhi in India. I'm so proud of you. And you, continue your rule on this method. And again, when we honor you, when we give you your prize, we decided that those young people will be the leaders of the future, the real leaders, the real ruler of the future. So let me tell you about Taliban, that Nila fought against their discrimination. Taliban is preventing girls and women from education, from basic rights in Afghanistan. Not just girls and education, all the Afghan people are really suffer from these extremist people. Really suffer from them. Especially girls and women, who is prevented from everything, especially from education, because they are afraid from women. They are afraid from the voice of women, the voice of girls. So all kind of human rights violation is based there in Afghanistan. And those fanatics in Afghanistan, there is another fanatic in Iran. In Iran, Malali. So who also deprive women from their rights and deprive Iranian people from their rights. So there is two fanatics, two faces of fanatics. And I wanted to say that this as a Muslim. Those fanatics doesn't represent Muslims and doesn't represent Islamic teachings. They attack the values of Islam. Islam is a religion of peace, of love, of coexistence, and moderation. Every religion, unfortunately, has some kind of fanatics like Taliban, like mullahs in Iran. Every religion and every countries. But those fanatics doesn't represent people, great people like you. So Taliban doesn't represent Muslims people. At the same time with the Iranian regime and Iranian mullahs. And now as Nila and all her colleagues are fighting extremists for education, for girls, we have to know that there is many girls, women, children around the world are suffering from another kind of oppression, wars, occupation, oppression. Those three things, they are attacking women and girls, their lives from the first place, and then their education right and health right, etc. So wars, oppression, occupation, really attack people, and the most important one who is really being the victim of this is, most of them, women and girls. War in Gaza, in Palestine. War in Ukraine, in Sudan, in Lebanon. Oppression in my country, Yemen, in Congo, and everywhere. The war, conflict, oppression, injustice, occupation, and extremism and terrorism, the first thing that I attack is the human rights and the education rights. Because of that, the first thing that they destroy schools, universities, and they attack the rights of women and girls and children to access to education. So what we should do is to stop wars, to stop extremism, to stop occupation, and we have to be one hand in this field. Lastly, we are here in Netherlands, a very important country. I am so proud of it. Very important country that hosts two important international institutions. International Criminal Court and the International Court for Justice. So you Netherlands people, you people here in Holland, you have to do a lot of effort to make these two institutions to work very hard for stopping wars and hold the war criminals accountable. I believe in you, and I think Netherlands should really be very serious in this method. Thank you so much, and congratulations, Nila. Congratulations, all of you, and thank you so much. Thank you
so much, Tawakkol. If you will stay here for just a moment,
Yeah.
I would like to please, once again, thank you for Tawakkol Karman. We are going to present the award in a special way for you this evening. So please welcome on stage your 15 International Children's Peace Prize laureates. Please join us on stage, won't you? The embodiment of the hope, the drive, the energy, the passion, the conviction to not accept things as they are, to keep fighting when many others would give up. Thank you to these incredible inspirations. And now please join us on stage, your 2024 International Children's Peace Prize winner, Nila. So when she comes up, then we'll start. As she begins to come on stage, if you would take it, and Nila, if you would come forward with Tawakkol, we are going to have each one of these laureates pass it forward from one person, the earliest winner, on to the next, symbolizing the passing of not only this statuette, the Nkosi, but the meaning of what it is to be a part of this prestigious family and the commitment to changing the world.
Hang on. Who will they want? Yeah, thank you.
Yes, yeah. I can help her.
A very important moment. We want to make sure that the international press members and photographers and each of you can have this moment to witness Nila and Tawakkol Karman together. Your 2024 International Children's Peace Prize winner. All right.